Hello YouTube. Well, I'm trying to get through this video quickly as possible. So I'm not going to do a box opening. I'm just going to show you what I got. This week, this is a Axial, of course. But this week I got in a knife. And as you can see, it's the Axial Shift. This is all the stuff that it came with. Came with the baggie, came in this, came with that. This is the outside of the box. Very nice presentation, little USA flag there. That's the inside of the box. Just to get that over with. Came with a little manual. That's pretty cool. So love them knives. He had a little knife sale going on, and got this knife in. I want to say I'm very, very happy with it because seems like to me, that's one thing I'm going to talk about in the video. They've raised their prices. Now these are kind of a competitor with Microtech. Microtech made them a competitor, I guess, kind of. Whether they are or not, I don't know. But when I got this knife, it had a little bit of red paint on it, and I was like, what the heck? Obviously, it was a used knife. He didn't sell it as new, he sold it as used. But I was like, you know, I'm sure they didn't just paint this thing. I'm sure they anodized it. Because sometimes, you know, if they paint something, they'd use a primer underneath. And I looked, and he must have been using this for red paint. So if you're watching this video, man, let me know why there's a little bit of red paint on here. Just wondering, not mad about it. It wiped right off with some rubbing alcohol, and seems to be perfect. I mean, like I said, it's in, I don't know if you can see right there, the blade. I'm sure he used it, but maybe to cut boxes or something, because it looks phenomenal. It's never been resharpened, so it looks like a brand new knife, and I'm very, very happy with it. And got this shipped to the house and everything for $200. That's actually $199, so just under that. And they've raised their prices. It looks like on their website, they're out of stock everywhere. They do have one in black, I think, on the website. It said like they had maybe 3 in stock of the dual-sided edge. I don't like the dual-sided edge, but they're $275 now, and these used to be just over $200. And kind of in line with one of my next knives here. I think I got everything set up. I got my little scale here, and I got my tape measure. Just came a little prepared this time. I got a new mat, so then it wouldn't be so weird looking, you know what I mean, on the table, but a little bit more visually pleasing. But I'm just going to lay a couple of these out real quick so we can see the size of them. So there's the Axial Shift. Let's go this way just to make it look a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Here's the Kershaw live wire, just for comparison purposes. Here's the Recon 035 Guardian Tactical. So you can see it's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same as a live wire. I would say almost identical. They're both a little bit longer than the Guardian Tactical. So we'll go with weight real quick here. Got my little scale. Let's go ahead and zip that on real quick. Usually comes up with grams, so we'll change that to ounces. There we go. All right, so first the Guardian Tactical is going to be 3.7, live wire 3, and this is going to be 3.6. So it's a little bit lighter than the Guardian Tactical, which it feels about the same, to be honest with you, in your hand. But it's still very comfortable. It's not an uncomfortable knife. And real quick, just to kind of compare it to some other EDC knives, if we're doing that. Keep wanting to go that way, but let's go with the PM2 here. Spyderco PM2. It's about the same as the PM2, which is why I brought that up here. And this is the bug out, of course, so it's way bigger than the bug out. But anyways, I'll just do a quick measurement of that real quick. I'm not going to measure all my knives, but we'll measure that real quick just to get the video going. So we're looking at just over 8 inches, it's looking like. And if we go this way, yeah. So just over 8, which is a pretty good size for everyday carry. So let's get with some things I like about this knife and some things I don't like so much about it. One thing I do like about it is I love the fit and finish on this knife. I like how they didn't anodize the screws. I like how they left them like that just to give it a little bit of pop. I'll have to say, as far as the clip goes, this is one of the most comfortable clips of any knife I've ever had. Look how flat that thing is. And it just fits in your pocket. There's actually plenty of tension on it, as you can see. But when it's in your hand and you're gripping it, you hardly feel it, to be honest with you. Sorry about that, the camera angle. I'm trying to get it right here. But you hardly feel it. And compared to the Guardian Tactical, you can see it sticks up a little tiny bit. right at the edge there. Not uncomfortable by any means, but this one, I mean, you can literally almost hardly feel it when you're gripping the knife. So I would say as far as the clip goes, it's one of the most comfortable clips I've had. I don't think this is reversible because the way it's angled, you wouldn't be able to, you know, it would be sticking out to here if you tried to put it on the other side. So I think, sorry for you left-handers, I don't think they have one that's like that. Like I said, I do like the finish. So the fit and finish is actually really nice. You know, I mean, Microtech makes great knives. Their fit and finish is great. But as far as I'm concerned, between this, honestly, the Livewire and the Guardian Tactical, they're on par. They're all on par. It's not like Microtech's like way above and beyond. They do have a little American flag symbol there. You can see it. There we go, right there in the middle. So that's really cool. You know, they're proud it's made in America. It's like right here on all the stuff, made in USA. So that's a good thing, you know, in my opinion, that we have some companies stepping up, making stuff in-house. Obviously, it's going to be, well, these are a little bit more expensive to make anyways. The OTFs are more expensive to make versus some other knives. But, you know, they're a little bit more expensive to make in-house for obvious reasons. But if they do that and they keep it at a reasonable price, I'll support them. And, you know, this knife to me is just something about it. I wasn't sure how exactly I was going to feel about it. I know a lot of people talked about it, and I'm really glad I could get one because, like I said, they've been out of stock for a while now. I've been hearing about these things for months and haven't been able to get my hands on one, so I'm really glad I got one at a good price. And like I said, this thing's like brand new, honestly. I looked at the colors. They do have some really cool colors. They have probably like, I think six or seven of them. They have reds and blues and like an orangish and a green, and not a real big fan of their green, to be honest with you. That's why I kind of got the black, because other than the blue, I'm not really sure what else I would get. And blue kind of gets, you know, blue's kind of worn out, to be honest with you, in my opinion, for these type of knives. The black is just something about the black looking stealthy, you know. And I like how, you know, like I said, versus the Livewire, I do like the Livewire, don't get me wrong, but I like how they kept the screws just plain. I do like that. That gives it a little bit more of a pop. So I like the weight of it. It does fit really, really well in your hand. I will say that the blade, I like how they have a little bit of chamfering right there, and I love the top edge of the blade. Even though they have this little cutout right here, the blade shape is really nice. It's kind of stabby and not as slicey because it's a little bit of a thicker top edge, but it's still slicey enough for what I want to use it for. Like I said, I'm a mechanic. I'm a heavy equipment, basically work on heavy equipment, all kinds of stuff, smaller stuff too. So I'm cutting tape, I'm cutting zip ties, I'm cutting wiring, I'm cutting just boxes open, parts open, all kinds of crap all day long. So stuff like that. This is the type of blade I like, so it's perfect. Let's get with something that I don't really like. I don't know if, I doubt Microtech makes them for them, but whoever makes Microtech's buttons or whatever you want to call them, it's not really, it's kind of sharp, to be honest with you. It's not really ergonomic in my opinion, versus like something like this, that's, even though it's got some ridges on it, it's a little smoother of an action. Very, very comfortable. So, that per se, I don't really care about it, or I don't like about the knife. They could have done something better on the button. Now, I will say this, it's very, very snappy. This is the most snappiest out the front I have. But it's smoother than the Microtechs, in my opinion. The Microtech, and I don't have a Microtech right now. I had one, and I sent it back because you could barely open the darn thing, to be honest with you. It was, I don't know if it was just bonded or what, but it was doing it the same both ways. So, I don't know. I just didn't like it. So, as far as the good, I love like I said, the price. If they made it up to $275, I'm not going to be a buyer anymore. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Because it's the same price as the Guardian Tactical, and I do like the Guardian Tactical a little bit more versus that. This is listed as $235 right now. So as far as the price, I kind of like to see around $250, to be honest with you. Any more than that, like around $275, like I said, it is in line with this, with the Guardian Tactical, which is a similar knife. So I can see why they could do that, but I think that's the reason a lot of people were into these is because of the price. But as far as the button, I have to go with the Guardian Tactical. So the Guardian Tactical is going to be my favorite out the front knife. This and this are very close, to be honest with you. I would say the trigger, it's just as snappy, but the trigger is just so much smoother on the live wire, than it is this. Probably have to put this one second because of the price. And then this one third, and I would still recommend it, don't get me wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera angles right. First time using this one, but you know, that's just my opinion on the matter. If you have one, let me know. If you plan on getting one, let me know. And let me know what you think about the whole price raise to $275, and if you have one versus the Microtech. But like I said, I don't like Microtechs, me personally. So anyways, this is JC, that's my video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.